One after another they come, never hearing those sounds from the secret garden. Never suspecting they will soon be making those sounds. One after another they check in and pray for the day they can check out. Motel Hell. Coming October 31st from United Artists. Just in time for Halloween.
And what's up, Gorehounds? Welcome to the Gore More Podcast. I am that not so mean fluff master supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing this shit show in as always. However, I do not bring this shit show in alone. For with me as always, let's see, what do we got with today? We have a weird movie, so let me see if I got my potheads of. Fuck, what's a bad word? What's the bad word that starts with a P? I have nothing on this one. This is tough. I'm gonna come back with this, and if I pop anything up, then we're gonna do it then. So I got nothing this week. I apologize. Yeah. But fuck it, we're gonna keep going. So of course I have the Chad Daddy, the Dark Lord of Knowledge himself, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
And the host with the ghost, the Duke of the Dead, Lord Scuba Cabra, Mr. Steven Vasquez.
What's up, baby?
Yeah. Today is March.
No.
All right.
Whoa.
I might have hit the bong a little too hard for the episode. Yeah, right? No. We don't want to go to the snow. It is May 23rd, 2022, and we have a crop-tastic episode instead of crap-tastic. Ha. If you actually watch the movie, you might understand what the fuck we're talking about. Bob is not with us here right meow, but he should be joining us later on if everything on his end works. He's having some internet issues, a little technical difficulties.
Yeah, he said he has to reset his whole PC.
Oh, shit. All right, yeah. So we might get Bob, we might not, but the show must go on. So before we talk about what we're here to talk about today, Scuba, if you could please. Did Scuba freeze? Oh, okay. Oh my God, we lost the Scoobs.
What the hell?
Oh shit. All right, hold on. Just because of this particular emergency, we have this pre-planned out and ready to go. So, other Scoob, if you could please.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your
Thank you, Variant Steve.
Love it.
So glad we have that.
That's
so
exactly why we have that.
Fucking right. And there he is back.
What happened? Just kick me out.
Oh man, your audio's a little bit behind too. Say something.
Something.
Okay, you're good. That was weird. Luckily, Variant Steve covered your ass with the slice of life. So we
son of a bitch.
Yeah, he got in and did his thing and bounced.
I think this is also a Variant Steve because it seems like he's using a fucking dial-up.
Right, dude. He's on 56K tonight.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Apparently, there's some hot fucking storms going on in Texas or something because Steve's internet is like it's just shit all over the bed, dude. Russia's attacking, man.
I don't know.
This is the last fucking Gore more. Here we go.
Something, man.
EMP blasts are going off, and we're just starting to feel the effect. All right, but anyways, slice of life. Chad, Daddy, what have you done the last week, bud?
Well, the last week, just been doing a lot of work around the house, and I don't know about how the weather was out your way, Big Johnny D, but it was hot as fuck this weekend. Saturday, I think the temperature was 88, but the real feel was in the mid-90s. It was like 95, the real feel with the humidity and everything.
Oh, and course, I wish I had that, dude. Are you kidding me?
Oh, it was oppressively hot, and I'm out there. I can't remember what I was doing earlier, but my wife... Oh, that's right. I took my son out for lunch. That's right. Okay. So I took my son out for lunch because I didn't get to take him out for anything for his birthday, so we went out for lunch.
Yeah, Red Lobster, right?
Yeah. Well, we went to Applebee's instead.
Okay.
So he decided to go for that, and we came back, and Steph had the yard like half mowed.
Okay.
So I'm like, it's really hot. Sit down, get out of the heat. I'll finish the rest. So I go to the back side of the yard.
Good man.
And earlier in the week, we mowed part of it because we put up the swing set and everything else to where we wanted to.
Nice.
So that part was already mowed. And I went to back where she mowed. And I'm like, well, the other side is at least a good half-inch taller now. So I got to even it out so it doesn't look like other shit.
Dad move.
Exactly. Big mistake.
Ha!
Sun was blaring down. I almost dropped down to the ground. I was just sweat pouring off me, definite heat exhaustion. I was about to have a bad asthma attack. I'm like, I'm done for a while. I had to go sit on the porch, drink a nice cold water, just breathe. But yeah, it was really, really hot. What else did we do?
Now, question for you. And
yeah,
you're not, I mean, you're not like a ginger by any means, but I
No.
feel like you probably don't do the best in the sun.
I don't do too horrible.
No,
I
you got a little bit fairer complexion. That's the only reason I ask.
I crisp.
Steve's like, fuck you, I burn.
Fuck you, I burn. I cannot be in the sun.
I burn once or twice, and then after that, I'm good. I'll be able to.
Yeah, you got to get that first.
You got to get that first base.
Chem peel. Yeah.
Yep. So let's see. What else did I do? I did that. Oh, and this weekend. So I decided recently that, I'm going to go through my old Star Wars figures. I bought the Star Wars Power of the Force figures that came out in the 90s because I bought them as soon as they came out. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I'm like, these are going to be worth money someday. No, they're not worth shit. Most of them are worth maybe what they cost, back then, maybe a little bit more. A lot of them are worth less than what I paid for them. Ooh. So, I'm all up. The kids or something, opening them up, and it hit me yesterday. I'm like, I'm missing some figures. Not
really?
Many, yeah, but there's a couple of like the deluxe figures that I can't find. And now I had this happen before because years ago, when me and the girl I was seeing split up, I needed somewhere to stay. I had to stay down at my aunt and uncle's for a while till I get my own place. Okay. And I stored all my stuff down there in their barn. And a while later, when I finally was able to get my stuff after I got my own place and get my stuff out of there, I was going through my stuff and I noticed that some of my old school G1 Transformers are missing. That I saw in their grandkids' fucking toy box.
Damn.
Really?
Speaking of Transformers.
Transformers!
I have dead Optimus Prime.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. I'm just going to take a moment quick, by the way. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now.
Yeah, buddy.
Octopus, Heather, Bossman, Brody Kane.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Sorry, I didn't get
Ricardo.
Yeah.
No. Sorry. Like, everybody's here. Thank you for joining in. We do see your comments. We're just rolling with the show.
Oh,
sorry,
Gallo's here too?
Oh, my goodness. The Gallo boy's here too.
He hasn't been on for a while. But right. Yeah, so I've just been opening them up and just, putting them all in little sandwich baggies for now with their weapons. It sucks that they're not worth anything, but fuck it. I don't care. Whatever. What else did I do? That's really about it. And watch this movie. And that brings us up to, current events. Scuba Steve, what have you been up to, brother?
Well, my week was going pretty well until Wednesday. I was at work and the girlfriend called me. She was short of breath, couldn't catch her breath. And so she asked me to pick her up from work and take her to the minor emergency. So we go to the minor emergency, I pick her up and she can't breathe like at all. She's just like gasping for air and she's like, take me to the emergency room. So we go to the emergency room, which was probably the best thing that we could have done because when we got there, they ran tests on her and everything, found out she has a blood clot in her lung. And so we were dealing with that. Wednesday, she stayed in the hospital till Friday. And I was livid that they did not let me stay with her in the hospital. I guess it's some rule that they have that you can't stay there. And I'm like, well,
unless you're married. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, we should have just lied and said I was your fucking husband. Like they weren't going to fucking say anything, but because I was the boyfriend, I couldn't fucking stay. But she got out of the hospital Friday. I worked, whatever. Saturday sucked so much ass. Not in a good way. So your boy, Lord Scuba Cabra here is not in the best shape. The best shape I'm in is round. And we have a annual.
Round's a shape, dude.
Yeah. It is a shape, but it's not a shape to get you going in the fucking sun. That's all I'm going to say. So we have a annual run here in Corpus. It's a 26-mile run called Beach to Bay. Starts on the island and it goes all the way to Cole Park, which is like right in the center of Corpus. and it's broken up into 6 different segments. I ran leg 5, which is one that I've done before. And usually I try to get a little bit of, running in, which it's not much running because, let's be honest, my stamina is not that great. So my dumbass is like, I've done it before.
I heard.
Yeah, well, that's a different kind of stamina. It's a different
buddy.
kind of race I'm winning there. So I'm like, the girlfriend was supposed to do it also. And of course, because of her lung issue, she could not do it. So she was really bummed. So she's like, I'm just going to wait for you at your finish line. And I'm like, perfect. So she dropped me off and I took off, once my partner handed it off to me. And it was about 10:45-ish around there, somewhere around there. I did not make it to my area until probably 11:30-ish. Because on the 3rd mile, I was doing good up until the 3rd mile. As soon as I crossed that 3rd mile mark, my leg cramped up and I stopped and I sat down, which was the biggest mistake I could have fucking made. All I was seeing was like white. Everything was white. But I kept pushing on. These nurses came and they, sprayed me with water, gave me some cold water or whatever. Kept going. Finally made it to, the end of my leg, and she requested that I do the Jack Sparrow run as I'm running by her. So I'm already out of it, man. Like I'm dying. Like I am literally dying. But I start doing the Jack Sparrow run for her, and I take off, hand off to my partner. And as soon as I get done, they come and get me and they're like, let's go sit in the medical tent. And I'm like, why? And they're like, we're just going to cool you off. And I'm like, okay. Well, they were doing this for everybody. I thought that, they just thought I looked like shit or whatever. And they were like, no, we're doing it for everybody. So I go and sit down. They put these ice cold towels on me, which felt great. I was like, oh, this is so great. Like I feel good. Well, I try to stand up and everything gets like high definition is the only way I can explain it. Like everything just looks so fucking clear. I was like, oh, I need to sit back down. So I sat back down. They came and put more towels on me. So Smiling Octopus is like, hey, I'm gonna go get the car. Now, mind you, she has her issues that she's doing. I'm like, no, like it's fine. Like I'll walk over there with you. She's like, no, absolutely not. I got this. And I'm like, all right. It was fucking hot as hell and humid as fuck this weekend.
Would you say the heat index was like 110?
I think the heat index was like 109.
Jesus. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there in the tent, and they put more towels on me. I'm like, I'm good, guys. I stand up, and as soon as I stand up, that white just comes back, and I fucking I'm down. Like I don't fall face first or nothing. Like I fucking collapsed to my knee.
You went down the wrong path, Steve.
Yes, I did. So they fucking come and get me, and they lay me on one of the beds, and they're fucking taking everything off of me. They take my shoes off, my socks. They take off my watch and my sunglasses. Everything I had on, they took off of me, except for my clothes. They start throwing towels on me, fucking ice cold towels. I'm like, I'm fine, guys. Like, I'm cool. I just can't see shit right now. They're like, no, you're going to have a heat stroke. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. And so they're asking me all these questions, and I'm answering all these questions. Well, all I'm thinking in my head is, fuck, I hope she doesn't come back while I'm laid up like this, because I'm going to look like a bitch. And I look over, and I'm like, oh, hey, I didn't see you there. She was standing there taking pictures of me the whole time. And I'm like, oh, you fucking
yeah.
bitch. So, but they got me going, and we went to go eat afterwards. I was fine. My leg's a little sore because when my leg cramped, it was my fucking calf, my quad, and my thigh all cramped at the same time.
Now, can I ask you, man, did you start at a steady jog pace, or did you try? Okay.
Yeah,
you didn't try. You were smart about it. At least you're.
I was smart about it.
Full bore.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, I know my limitations, and like I said, the last time I went jogging, the girlfriend and I went jogging, and I couldn't make it as far as I used to before I had COVID. Now I've had COVID twice since the last time I ran this race.
True.
So I think I did okay. I came in at, which pisses me off because it was like 4.62 miles, and I came in at like an hour and a half, which pisses me off because I know I could have done better had my leg not fucking cramped up. But I got it done. I finished my part. My team finished, and that was it. That was my weekend. And then yesterday I spent all day with the girlfriend, just hanging out with her. Went to go see my grandma for a little bit. Nice. We got to watch this movie. She watched it with me, which was fun because it was probably the first movie that we've got to watch together for the podcast. So
Nice.
yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. And now I'm here. What about you, Big Johnny D?
Well, let's see. I had a nice, easy week, man. It was just work fucking all day long. Been actually Scoob and Bobby, we started up our workout chat again. So I have actually been hitting the weights every on the day. Scoob's can vouch for me on that.
Yes, sir.
Trying to prep for Monster Mania. Wife and I are going in August, and I got a set goal in mind for that date. So yeah, that's what I'm utilizing. Other than that, man, I did get to take the first dip in the pool this weekend. So it was good. It was nice and not nice, if I could say that. It was nice to get back into the pool. However, it was still 70 degrees and the air was 70 degrees. So it's not necessarily the best feeling. But that's why I went for a run right beforehand, because my daughter's like, Dad, I want us to go swimming. And I'm like, it's like, I can't just jump in. I'm like, let me go get sweaty first. So I went for a 1.5 mile jog, came back. I was like, all right, I'm ready. And went in, and it was, I was pulling a Costanza. I was in the pool. I was in the pool.
Nice.
It was fucking cold. I was like, damn, dude. I was in there for 15 minutes, and I was like, yeah, I'm just numb. I'm numb now. I'm going to get out. I feel like, yeah, Joe could work me out. Other than that, and then I been playing a shit ton of Evil Dead not a shit ton, as much as I can with the wife, which I've been loving that shit, dude. It's fantastic.
I keep telling my girl to buy it so we can play it together.
I know, dude. I want to play with you, man. And like, we definitely got to stream when we do.
Yes.
It's fun as fuck, man. It's gory as hell.
I'm eventually gonna have to break down and get it too.
It's instantly got me thinking. I was like, man, when's the last time I watched Army of Darkness? And I couldn't even remember. So that was a good reason of saying, hey, I'm gonna watch Army of Darkness. So I was folding laundry the other day, put that on. The daughter was like, can I watch it? I was like, yeah. She's like, it's rated R. I was like, yeah, but this is a really weak R.
Yeah.
In comparison to ours. Like, it's, you know what I mean? And this wasn't the director's cut either, which has some more swearing and stuff in it. This was the one on HBO, so it's just the normal.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Which is weird because I haven't watched that version in like 20 plus years. I've only usually watched the director's cut.
Same.
So watching it, I'm like, ugh. I just want to fucking watch the goddamn. Like, I'm like, there's some lines that I really love from the director's cut that they cut out, and I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, I wanted that quote. But so I got to enjoy that, a nice little father-daughter moment. She was giggling the whole time, and she thought it was funny. She liked Evil Ash when he first came out. She's like, why was he dancing around? I'm like, because he's fucking nuts. Like, welcome to Evil Dead. And then I watched this movie, and well, we're here to talk about it today. So, Scoobs, what are we talking about?
All right, give me a second. We are talking about Motel Hell, which came out October 18th, 1980. Vincent Smith and his sister Ida run a rural motel, but they earn most of their cash operating a food stand that specializes in world-famous sausages. After a year's success, however, the duo's upstanding brother, Sheriff Bruce, fuck that guy, eventually discovers the grotesque details of his siblings' booming business. Vincent and Ida are actually plumping up their hotel patrons, killing and dismembering them, and then grinding them into frankfurters. Directed
a hell of a lot more than that. They're fucking planting them and shit.
Yeah,
like,
fuck yeah. Directed by Kevin Connor, The Land That Time Forgot, The House Where Evil Dwells. Written by Robert Jaffe, Demon Seed, Night Flyers. Stephen Charles Jaffe, Scarab.
I wanted it to be Hefe, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
It might be.
It could be.
That's where I wanted to go with it.
El Jefe, dude.
El Jefe. It's a sweater. Scarab and the 100%.
Watch that.
Produced by Robert Jefe, Night Flyers, Stephen Charles Jefe, The Fly 2, Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country.
Now we covered The Fly 2, I believe.
Yes.
Didn't we? Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
That was it wasn't too bad.
It had some
definitely
good,
was not the first one.
No, but it did have some good effects.
Yes, towards the end there.
Yes.
Let's go down in the background.
Somebody washing dishes in the
kitchen. I was gonna say there's some.
No,
fucking...
it's my dog. He's in his kennel. The kennel door's open, but he's chilling in the kennel. But since Bobby's not here, I'll keep going. Starring Rory Calhoun, the person who's always standing and walking.
No, you gotta say it right. You gotta say it right. The person who's always standing and walking. Rory Calhoun. That's it.
As Vincent Smith. Paul Link, Chips, Big Bad Mama as Sheriff Bruce Smith. Nancy Parsons, Porky, Sudden Impact as Ida Smith. Nina Axelrod, Time Walker, Critters 3 as Terry. Wolfman Jack, legendary radio DJ as Reverend Billy. Elaine Joyce, Trick or Treat, Delta House as Edith Olsen. Which Trick or Treat?
Not the one that we watched.
The one with Ozzy.
No.
Ozzy, yeah. Which coming up on Rants from the Black Lodge. They'll be covering that soon enough.
I remember I bought that movie and I was like, what the fuck is maybe I like it now that I'm older, but I did not like it when I was younger. Also, Dick Curtis, The Day It Came to Earth, What Waits Below, as Guy Robert, first TV preacher. Monique St. Pierre, Stryker, The Island of Love as Debbie. Roseanne Catton, Zapped Bachelor Party as Susie. Chad Daddy, take it away.
Music by Lance Rubin, Happy Birthday to Me, and Hexed. Cinematography by Thomas Del Ruth, Stand By Me and The Breakfast Club. Edited by Bernard, not Dale Gribble, Death Wish and The Sentinel. Effects and makeup by Adams Calvert, Space Raiders, My Demon Lover. Distributed by United Artist Pictures. Runtime of 102 minutes. Rated R for titties, I guess. You know,
Titties.
There was we got some titties.
There's a little bit of titties.
There's like 3 different titties.
Yeah.
That's
budget of $3 million, grossed $6.3 million, so it was moderately successful.
1980 money. It's not that bad.
I'm surprised though with a budget of $3 million back then.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big budget.
That's a pretty big. I mean,
that's $3 million, $1980.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely did some stuff in this film, and now here at General Discussion, let's discuss. They did some stuff with this film that was definitely, like, I would say, over the top production value.
Yeah.
Especially with the, not saying they couldn't go actually find a slaughterhouse and everything, but you know what I mean, like to actually set up and film and stuff like that, and the whole their gardening, like their person garden and shit like that. Like you could see where the money probably went, especially in set design and stuff.
Yeah.
But this movie wasn't. I don't even know what to say.
I thought it was
kind
interesting.
It was interesting, but it was boring.
It was very interesting that they let you know from the get-go that these people are cannibals. Like there's no real secret. They're obviously kidnapping people, off the street. And so they weren't really shy about that. It wasn't like, they're cannibals, big surprise. But for a movie of cannibals, not a whole hell of a lot of killing.
No,
not a lot at all. But I mean, and a lot. I would have personally liked, because this was the girlfriend's bitch about the movie, was there wasn't any real gore. We didn't really get any kills because really, who got killed? But a handful of people.
But everybody got killed the same way, but they didn't get killed. Only 3 of them got killed because you see them get uprooted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
which I didn't understand that, and I never understood the point of them hypnotizing them.
Okay, so beforehand. I think I got it. I got it. All right. So they hypnotized him, but it was more just hypnotizing because he was essentially drugging him. He was drugging him with hypnotism. So anytime you reach a euphoric state like that, your brain is releasing an insane amount of dopamine, right? And especially right before you die. Oh my God, I'm going to totally brain fart on the fucking name of it now too. And I'm trying to, DMT. You've heard of this?
Yes.
Okay. DMT is a product that you can either get legit or synthetic, and you will trip balls. If nobody knows, you will trip balls like a motherfucker for 15 minutes. And when I say trip balls, it's not like shroom or anything like that. You are not here. You are on some other physical fucking plane of existence at this point. Now, this is also produced in your brain right before death.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, with all this dopamine on top of that, I wonder, and this is what he was talking about, like he's like, I wonder if it's all worth it. I wonder if it does something to enhance the flavor of the
Okay,
person.
fair. And I
That's what
always
I was
thought, you know,
going
like
with.
when he buried them in the ground to me was kind of to like soften them up. You know, kind of how they do with veal, how veal can't move, so like the meat's super tender. So
So there
that's where
was that. I had that thought too, because all I thought is I was like, oh, just like veal, they're literally just shitting all around their own bodies. Like, what are
yeah,
they doing, man? They're just
yeah,
pissing and shitting right where they stand.
yep. But
But
I don't. This has always been. It was this movie always held a soft spot in my heart. I remember the first time I watched it, and I always say this because you know, my dad, that you know, he was a horror guy, and
right.
I remember watching this with my dad. He had already seen it, but the first time we watched this was on Monster Vision, and that
Okay.
was the first time. That was the first time I got to watch it, and I remember him sitting there excited that he got to show me this movie. And so it's just one that's always had like a special place in my heart. But now watching it, be like I said in the chat yesterday, now watching it older to actually critique the movie, it's not that good of a movie. It's very
Excuse me.
I don't want to say boring, but it could have
Well,
just had a little
the
bit
hell happened there?
more like
right. It wasn't boring because well, I'm not gonna lie. I did fall asleep, but I was really fucking tired. So the last 30 minutes I had to finish today. But it needed excuse me.
salad.
It needed the kills, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It needed that extra, like we got titties. Okay.
That wet
something.
t-shirt though. That wet t-shirt.
It was something like, but there was a lot of just not horror-esque scenes in this. And I'm not saying like, and you know, it also doesn't need to be like a drob fest of a 2000s darkening film. You need where like everything is like, we know we're in a horror movie. You know what I mean? Like, this is supposed, like, clearly they were supposed to be doing the what's the thing where it's like they rescue somebody and they instantly like love their captor.
Oh,
like
Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm.
No, yes, Stockholm, like with a mix of like Florence Nightingale or something, like, you know what I mean? Because like taken care of and all that. It was weird.
Yeah, Florence Nightingale syndrome's backwards.
Is that what it is?
That's where the caretaker falls in love with their patient.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
Which, I mean, that was this too, because he ended up falling for her. I mean, and it was kind of like a love at first sight. You know what I mean? Like he saw her and he was like, oh. Y'all talking about what movies it? And I'm at my son's baseball practice.
Yeah. Just yelling
well,
out boobs.
You know what you signed up for watching the show. I don't know what to tell you.
All I can say is titties, you know. Big
titties.
But okay, so there was a lot of cool concepts though. And like I did the planting of them was just so weird that I liked it. And I love the fact that the sister rips out the vocal cords of each of them. So like there's just that weird fucking aspect of it. Yeah. Like that is just some fucked up, like hearing that when they kind of like go feral at the end. And I understand, like, you know, they're just pissed off, but they almost seem like zombies because of the gargling. And I was like, it kind of ruined it at that moment.
Yeah, but I figured the way they were like zombies, you know, they haven't moved in days.
Oh yeah, dude, they definitely have. They are stiff as fuck, and they're like, their muscle strength is just weak as hell. So.
But I just, like I said, you know, I always. And in your mind, you could even, like I said, you could put this in the Texas Chainsaw universe,
easily, dude.
And they're easily cousins of the main family.
So, like,
you know what I mean?
All right, if you bring this into 3D, let's just say if y'all seen 3D, where it goes back to 74 and all the Sawyers meet up when the town shows up, this guy would be there in the group.
Oh yeah,
you know
Vincent would definitely be there.
Vincent would have showed up to help save Bubba. And I don't know, man. You're right though. Here's my issue though. And with the trailer and the pictures and stuff, they're always showing the end chainsaw battle with the pig head.
Yeah.
And I wanted so much more pig head chainsaw action than what we fucking got in this movie.
Yeah, and we could have gotten that a lot, like him killing people. You know what I mean?
You are solid red, Chad.
Yeah.
Let me try something. Something.
Yeah, no problem, bud.
Live show, people.
Yeah,
Live show. That's how it works.
This is how we do. But no, it was an interesting movie. Like I said, I liked the characters. I liked Vincent. He seemed like he could be Ray Wise's father. That's just my shot in the dark. The whole time I wanted him to be Ray Wise. Like he kind of looks like him. He's a little skinnier, but his mannerisms and everything. Oh, we got Chatty back in the full green. Back down to red. Fuck.
What the shit is going on?
Dude. I'm telling you, man, it's the internets today. It's not just that. It's not just like we haven't even got Bob yet.
Yeah, I didn't even. Wow.
Bob's still floating out there.
Well, like I said, my internet fucking died out. My 5G did, and then the regular one was giving me shit, and then so I just logged back into my 5G. So I don't know. There's issues going on all over.
Chad's back in the green for the good go. Oh, back to yellow.
What the fuck is going on here?
Yellow. Wow, dude, you just keep losing. What the hell?
Yeah, because I even took I've tried both the wired connection and wireless, and there's something wrong with my fucking internet.
Yeah, I was gonna say that
Gremlins.
Internet gnomes, like Heather said. Those damn gnomes. But this movie was you're right, Steve. This easily could be placed in the Texas Chainsaw universe. This was a little softer.
Yeah.
Than obviously any of the Texas Chainsaw. Maybe a little bit more in vibes with 2.
Yeah.
I think 2 had a lot more interesting things than this did, though.
No. I'm just saying, like, if this family was to fit in the universe, out of all the variations of the Sawyers, I feel like the second one, they would fit with that family better.
Yeah. And I feel that. But and like I said, I just always like to imagine that this is part of that universe. But I always do that. I mean, and of course it's not, but I just wish we would have got more pig head kills.
Yes.
With the chainsaw. Because I mean, that's creepy as shit. Even if I mean, we knew the whole time it was Vincent, which is fine. But
question for you, gentlemen. So when the motorcycle and the first victims he takes down, the girl that we get through the whole movie, when they're coming down and all of a sudden like their motorcycle goes out, did you ever notice that he actually shot them?
No.
There was never a scene that showed him shooting.
Nope.
There was never a fucking gunfire. There was nothing. All of a sudden that dude's just going down the road and he just starts going wonky. Whoa! And then he's dead.
I thought he was or something, the way he was going.
That's what I did. I was like, yo, maybe he went full Scooby-Doo and just put marbles on the road. Maybe we're going that ridiculous, dude.
Well,
I'll take it.
I never understood like how he got that first kill. I knew he was going out hunting because, of course, he has the gun.
Right. And you got all that.
Yeah.
But it just like me and the wife even rewound it. You're all right, bud.
All right. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
All right.
Salutations and good luck, sir.
I want to send a quick shout out to Aki and Ezzy in the chat right there. Luigi and Mario. Those are the Smiling Octopus's sons right there.
Oh, nice. What's up, gentlemen? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for keeping the fucking chat going tonight, man. I'll keep them busy. Nice.
Love it.
But no, that first kill, man, like I said, the wife and I even rewound it because we never understood what the fuck happened. I'm like, no, man, he just loses control of the bike. Like that just was almost like happenstance.
Yeah. Like it was just a mere like coincidence that it happened.
But then it goes back to which I have to ask the question. Is the sheriff Vincent's brother?
Yes, he's Vincent's little brother.
So how does he not know this whole time?
Because he ran away. He ran away when he was 11.
I must have missed that spot.
Yeah. He comes back and says that he ran away when he was 11 or whatever, because I never understood that either. And then watching it again last night, like I said, paying attention to it more to actually critique the movie, I was like, oh, that's how he never knew.
Okay. That makes way more sense because even in the beginning, when they're like, oh, Vincent's got the best meat around, you know what I mean? Like even the brother's saying it, I figured he was into it, like or in on it, almost Texas remake style where we got a sheriff into it too. Like hell yeah. Joe, we missed you too. Thank you, Smiling Octopus. Says it towards the end. That's good to know. I'm not going to rewatch this by any fucking means, but if anybody else ever wants to, I'm sorry, man.
It wasn't that bad. It
wasn't, but it wasn't good enough to me to
rewatch.
Yeah, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
So seeing we're 2 members fucking
Yeah,
down.
buddy. 2-man show. Woo!
All right, man. We've done it before. But we got a third man, and we always love to hear what this man says. So let's bring it in the Saucy Aussie.
Yeah, baby.
That's all well and good, boys, but Katie's cutting in.
Snip fucking snip.
Well, howdy fucking doody there, gentlemen. It is all your DKB here back for another episode of Gore, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Motel Hell. Now, I'll just start off with the lead actor. He was absolutely fantastic to watch throughout this whole fucking film. I mean, it was like he was trying to pitch something, trying to sell something to you every time he graced the screen with his presence, and it was really fun to watch. Like, I couldn't take my eyes off the screen every time he graced it, and like I said, it was absolutely exquisite to see his acting skills. He was really supported by a very mediocre cast. Like, the actors and the actresses in this fell short in that category, unfortunately. Now, the premise itself, I actually don't mind the premise. It's something different and unique in the horror slasher genre of the 80s, where we have brother and sister. They cut out the victim's vocal cords, they bury him in the dirt, they try and fatten him up and then to cut him up to make meat out of it and sell it. I think that's something a little bit along the lines of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, obviously, but it's still it's a spin on that subgenre, if you want to, whatever the subgenre is. I don't fucking know, but, you know, the thing is, Tobe Hooper was originally meant to direct this, which makes sense because of the cannibalistic family and the chainsaw fight at the end. And I kind of feel that I wish we had got Tobe Hooper's version, because apparently that was meant to be way more gruesome, pretty full on, and a bit more serious than what we got. And it's only due to the fact that the director that jumped on board this really tamed it down, and wanted to bring that slapstick comedy element about it. And I don't think it hit its marks. I don't think the comedic elements hit the marks at all, especially when you got these mediocre actors delivering it. And it was a little bit hard to watch, especially with the lighting. The lighting choices were very poor throughout the filming of this. Cinematography is nothing to really rave on about. It's very standard. I kind of feel that the characters in this made some very poor decisions, especially the lead actress herself, the very beautiful blonde-haired Sheila. I can't think of her fucking name. But say, for instance, she's swimming with the sister in the fucking lake, and then she tries to kill her, and then she wakes up and it's all forgotten about. It's all like, oh, no worries, you just tried to kill me, I'm just going to fucking marry your brother. I'm not even going to escape this joint. You know, just dumb shit like that, you know. It's just, anyway. It's been a hot minute since I've seen it. I mean, now, or for another instance, the fucking lead actor wearing the fucking pig head, yes, it looks fantastic while he's doing a chainsaw battle at the end, but you got to think that it has a bit of a catch-22 element about it. Yes, it might be good for armor, but how the fuck can you see out of it? And that's what his biggest downfall is in the end. He cannot really provide see or any of that shit, you know. So, I mean, like I said, it was cool, but it was a little bit misleading bringing out the artwork and the poster art, because when they bring that out, you think, oh, this is going to be off its fucking head. It's a slasher film. One person going around wearing a pig head and a chainsaw, every motherfucker up in this shit. Sadly, we don't get that. Anywho, I'm going to have to give it a fucking Gore and More score of I'm going to give it a 2.5, and that's probably being a little bit generous. But anywho, this is your DKB signing out, and I'll catch you motherfuckers next week. Cheers.
Yeah. Thank you, DKB. 2.5 from the doppelganger Kangabanger himself, Mr. Brody Kang. Thank you.
So I know how he said that, you know, it's all forgotten about when she tried to drown her or whatnot. I don't think she realized that she was purposely trying to drown her. I think she thought that because she couldn't swim, she was, you know what I mean, overreacting.
No, it was. I could see it from both sides, because I know, yes, she clearly was drowning it, and we saw it for clearly what it is, and so did Vincent. However, you're right. She already said she didn't know how to swim. She popped her own tube, so she could think she's in a full-out panic. Yeah. Clearly, we know this chick is like linebacker strong. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean?
Ball breaker,
bro. I like in a fist fight between her and Vincent, I'm pretty sure I'd give it to her, dude. Yeah, like definitely. She was throwing motherfuckers over her shoulder like nothing.
I always thought too, maybe she kind of had a thing for Vincent, even though it's her brother. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
there's
Like,
definitely a little bit of like.
I think
too
she had a
close to
thing. I
comfort.
don't think she had a thing for Vincent as much as she had a thing for Terry.
Oh, you think
Okay.
there was a little jealousy? Ooh, I could see that too, actually.
I think so
Okay.
because it even showed her looking at a hustler at one point.
oh, that's right. I didn't even think about that.
Was
She
that
was
the
looking at
same
the
hustler that
it
we
was the
saw
same
in, like,
hustler.
It was the
every
same
fucking-
one.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
the same. Yeah, it was the same issue.
Okay, so what Heather brought up and Brody's to bring up Brody's point about the pig head. Yes, pig head looks 100% awesome, but for full effectiveness of a killer, absolutely fucking
Yeah,
terrible.
absolutely
too.
not. Yeah,
Now,
it's not practical.
here's how I would change your variation. I would make a metal mesh pig head, so that way you can see through it.
Or at least prop the mouth open and have like a metal mesh inside so that you could see out.
Yeah, even
With,
that
like,
would
the
work,
tongue,
dude.
with, like the tongue hanging out of the pig.
Go some like weird like Hercules shit where instead of the lion, it's like a half pig on your fucking like it's a
Yeah.
half pig headdress. Ooh, all right. We just made our new old serial killer, Steve.
Yeah,
Let's fucking
buddy.
go with it. Awesome, dude. 4 to 5. I seriously need a 4. I'm sorry, I'm reading Heather's comment. I apologize. I seriously need a 4 to 5 movie now to reset my scale because I'm wanting to overrate this. But okay.
But
so
here's
she
the
wants
thing,
to-
Heather. Here's the thing, Heather. If you liked it, give it whatever
Yeah.
score you
No,
want.
no. Right. Like, don't let anybody else's opinion waver your own.
Yeah,
It can.
exactly.
Like, you can maybe take different side notes if you're like, hey, you know what? I mean, dude, we've always uprated stuff. We've come in, we were like, this movie fucking sucked. And then after 2 hours of talking about it, we're like, you know what?
Well, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't as bad as I
Yeah,
thought it was.
yeah.
Dude, case in point, Bloodhook. I hated it watching it, but
You
Listen, everybody
did
else-
hate watching that, dude. But you
I
did
did.
love talking about it. That was a
I
fun
still haven't
episode.
watched it. I still haven't watched
It was full out ridiculous, dude. That was our first trauma film, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a trauma film.
It was
It's
a trauma
technically a
film.
trauma film.
It's technically,
Oh.
yeah, it's a
Alrighty
weird,
then.
yeah.
And I don't know why, but I
Because
absolutely
it was released, but then it
I
was
and I
purchased
can't
by
help it.
Trauma later, right?
I love Bev D. I don't know why.
Well, dude, she's just trolling for straight dick in that
Jogging
movie,
for
so,
dick.
I mean, like, just straight up. So, Shad Daddy, thank you. Come back because Scoobs and I were talking
We're panicking.
silently behind the scenes. We
I'm
were like,
really glad.
what do
I'm
we
really
do with
sorry.
behind the scenes? Chad's not fucking here.
Okay, so on Saturday we had some real bad windstorms in the area, and I don't know if that messed with any of the
Your shit.
the lines around us. Because like, here's how the wind was so strong. We have like a wooden playhouse for the kids, and it whipped it across the yard and just like broke it apart.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
But we can fix it. The pieces, they're all in one piece. What happened was the wind, when it moved it, it got behind, and it's not screwed down. We just used like big industrial staples, and it just pulled the staples
pulled it
straight
off.
out.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna use the nailer and nail it back down, so we can put it back together. Nothing's broken, it's just in pieces.
So literally,
So,
you
I
got
don't
a
know.
windstorm of epic
Yeah, so
proportions.
there was trees down everywhere. So I don't know if there's there could be problems with the lines now. Who knows?
Word. Well, do you want to try to scotch out some behind the scenes?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
For
in the
what you
green
got?
right now, so I'm looking pretty good. So the movie's
All right.
original screenplay was originally a darker, more disturbing piece with bestiality, a lot more
Ooh.
violence, and was not a black comedy.
Which Saucy Aussie did mention, which I'm not gonna lie, dude. Toby Hooper directing this. There you go,
Yeah.
Steve. That would have
Yeah,
definitely
that
been
would've been- Yeah, god
That
damn
would
it.
have been the clinch.
I want to be
Funny-
in that part of the multiverse. God damn it.
Did he mention that Toby Hooper was originally going to direct it?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
yeah.
I apologize to Mr.
No,
Brody
you're
Kane.
fine. Yeah,
I missed his whole bit because I was resetting the modem, but that seemed to help because my connection looks a lot stronger now, thankfully.
indeed.
Okay, so he mentioned Toby Hooper. I can gloss over that. United Artists marketed Motel Hell as a straightforward horror movie rather than a horror comedy, which you can tell by the trailer, fearing that any quirkiness in the trailers or posters would put off audiences. However, the tagline, "You might just die laughing," still appeared on several Motel Hell posters.
I did see that, but I personally like the other tagline of you don't know what's it? It's something with fritters.
It takes all kind of critters to make
Yeah.
Farmer Vincent fritters.
There you go.
Yep.
Thank Chad Zaddy.
Yep.
I want that as a bumper sticker on my car.
Right? Or just his bumper sticker.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Farmer Vincent, which
Yes.
okay. I don't give a shit how good your jerky is. Don't fucking start putting bumper stickers on my car, ass.
Right.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
I
Like,
thought that was really weird too.
that.
I
You
thought
put it
that was
on the
really weird
front.
too. Glad I wasn't the only one.
Yeah. That actually made me kind of like.
But dude, hold on. Y'all just reminded me of something. So, and I wanted to ask you boys this because all three of us are fathers. Okay, if our kids are in a panic in the back seat, and some stranger said, let me take care of this, and then fucking proceeded to scare the shit out of your kids, would you be all happy-go-lucky about that?
I mean, it did
I don't
shut
know.
the kids up.
I might have laughed.
I would have probably laughed, but I'm also kind of fucked.
I would have laughed too. But normal parents would have been like, okay.
I don't know. I'm not really a normal parent. I'm not. You should see. Okay, case in point. We prank each other in this house all the time, always scaring each other, whatever. So the other night, Steph is brushing her teeth, getting ready to go to bed, and she didn't know this, but Harper. Okay, we went to the bowling alley by us. There's arcade games like skee ball and stuff where you can win tickets. And at one point, she traded in tickets and got this long. It's like this kind of trumpet horn kind of thing that you can noise with it. And so Steph's in the bathroom brushing her teeth, and Harper has a tuba thing or whatever, the trumpet thing, and sneaks up behind her, puts it to her mouth, and yells, "Hello, Mimi," and scares the piss out of my wife. So yes, I would have laughed at that if somebody scared the crap out of my kids.
See, I'm surprised your daughter can't do it just like my daughter does, but my daughter just does the creepy thing where she's just a blonde little girl silhouette standing in the hallway staring through the doorway. And I've watched fucking Dawn of the Dead remake way too many times. That shit fucks with me, dude. And I'm like, Julie, you can't do that. I'm not punching my 8-year-old daughter in the face.
So I kicked the shit out of my daughter one time because she used to come and just stand at my bed when she was little.
Oh, that's the worst.
And just stare until I woke up. Like, wouldn't say a goddamn thing, would just stand there and fucking stare with her hair all ratty, didn't brush her hair. She didn't give a shit at the time. And I remember one time, I don't remember what the fuck I had watched the night before, but it had some kind of fucking zombie kid in it or some shit. It might have been fucking Dawn of the Dead that I fucking watched, to be honest. And I just remember opening my eyes and she was standing there and she goes, "Hi, Daddy." And I fucking kicked the shit out of her. I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry." And she's all, "I'm okay."
Why, Daddy? Why?
Oh my God. Like, you can't do that to Daddy. Like, you can't fucking do that to me.
Oh my God, dude. That's hilarious.
But she never fucking stood at my bed after that.
Yeah.
Okay, looking down at the comments, Brody said his favorite horror movie tagline is from House, "Ding dong, you're dead." Okay. What would be you guys' favorite tagline from a horror movie? It doesn't have to be right now.
Dude. That's going to be a thinker. There's so many. We've had so many on the show that where even the movies sucked, but the taglines were awesome. You know what I mean?
The Mutilator has an awesome tagline.
What was that one?
Was it by something like by hook, by pickaxe, by sword, bye or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
I love that tagline.
I can't even fucking think of one.
Dude, I honestly can't.
Okay, so continuing on. The role of Bruce Smith was specifically written for Paul Link to play. Link went to college with co-writer and co-producer Robert Hefe. And no joke, I just found my copy of Three Amigos today while I was going through some stuff. So
yeah!
Okay, a scene with Wolfman Jack officiating a wedding at a church was shot but cut from the final finished version of the film.
Huh. Wait, what? He was coming out of the church?
No, he was officiating a wedding in the church.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
Are you looking up taglines?
Yes.
No.
Okay, well, I'll just keep going. Publicity for this picture stated that it was the first major role in a motion picture for quite a while for lead actor Rory Calhoun. He was around 57 years old when he starred in this movie.
Damn.
Dude looked a lot older.
Yeah. Well, 57 in the 80s was a lot older.
That's
yeah.
true.
I mean, everybody aged way differently, man.
Yeah.
Like 18-year-olds in high school looked like they were 35. It was fucking weird. Maybe because they were 35-year-olds.
I was like, most of the time they were.
Maybe that's why they had 30-year-olds playing high schoolers in Slaughter High last week.
Huh? That's true. Yeah, right. They're like, that's why we're only gonna have a 5-year reunion to make it so they don't look like they're actually 30 years old.
Okay, continuing on. A distinctive and famous production still from the film, an image of a bloodied pig-headed character with a chainsaw made the cover of Gore magazine.
Nice.
Which I'll go into that a little bit later here. It's down the bottom. The screenplay for the film was written years before it went into production. The film had a difficult time finding backing. In 1978, it was picked up by the Camp Hill Company and was shot and completed in 1980. In all, it was nearly 3 years from the time it was written till the final release of the film.
Ah, nice. Oh, Heather, to answer your question, by the way, Tremors was the monster movie that breaks new ground.
Okay, I have my favorite. You ready?
Go ahead, bud.
And then you can tell me if you know what it's from. You have the right to remain silent forever.
That's got to be Maniac Cop 2.
Yeah, I feel like that's Cop. A Maniac Cop. Dude. Like, if I know my buddy Scoots. Oh, man.
John's still looking. Okay, the movie Bruce and Terry are watching is The Monster That Challenged the World from 1957.
Oh, no shit.
Hmm?
Yeah, I Googled it to see if it was a real movie or not because they talked about it. I was like, is that a real flick?
I knew it was a real movie because I love old school monster movies like that. Universal Studios was originally approached with the film, but the studio disliked the film's bizarre nature, so it was rejected, and then United Artists ultimately picked it up for release.
Oh, nice.
Harry Dean Stanton was originally approached to play Farmer Vincent, but declined.
I do not know who that is. I apologize.
Brett from Alien.
Oh! Huh.
Really? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I thought what's his name who played Vincent. I thought he did awesome. Like if they didn't have him, dude, like I don't know if I would have been as interested in the movie, like to make it through.
He played such a good farmer. Like
he did.
Go ahead.
Before we watched this movie last night, I did the whole, Simpsons bit for my wife, right? So the movie starts, and the very first shot of Rory Calhoun is him sitting there on the porch in a rocking chair and looks around like, this is bullshit. He's not standing or walking.
That's right. No, like I said, he looks like Ray Wise's dad, or I feel like he could easily be Ray Wise's dad.
He could be.
Or this should have just been Ray Wise, but Ray Wise wasn't as old as.
No, he was pretty young. He would have been young back then.
That's what I'm saying. Like this could have been Ray Wise's dad. Like the mannerisms, the looks, like I don't know, man.
So basically, if they remade it now, Ray Wise could play Farmer Vincent.
I would be full on for that, man, because I love Ray Wise, dude. Ever since, he was fantastic and everything, but I loved him in Reaper the most.
Dude, he was one of the best Satans ever.
Right? Absolutely. There's a series. I don't know if this show would be appropriate to cover, but that would be interesting if there was a show on our network that would want to cover Reaper, dude, because I would definitely like to do that. I
could totally go back and rewatch that show.
Yeah. And that was one of those shows where it was like Scrubs, where like as funny as it was, there was definitely some like deep moments where you're just like, oh man, dude. Like you're like, I need to go outside and stare at shit for about 2 minutes, dude. To fucking take this in. What else we got, Chad?
Actor Paul Link lost 25 pounds to play the lead. He was carrying the extra weight to play Grossman on Chips.
Wow. Damn.
Rory Calhoun and Paul Link play brothers in the movie. In real life, Calhoun is 26 years older than Link.
Yeah, you could tell.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. That's one of those ones where like he was like the miracle baby after the parents were old as shit already.
It was either that or they're half brothers. You know what I mean? Like dad tapped somebody else a little younger after the fact or something. Yeah. Happens.
Okay, what else can we get? Nina Axelrod was considered for the part of Rachel in Blade Runner based on her work in this film. I don't think she would have been as good as Daryl Hannah, though.
I'm not going to lie, dude. I have not seen Blade Runner since I've been a kid. So
It's been quite a while for me, too.
Yeah. And I never watched the new ones, though. Really?
Yeah, I had never seen it before, and it was on Netflix, I think, or one of those. On one of the streaming sites. I was like, I'm going to fucking put it on. Watch it. I never watched it. It was good.
It was good.
Nice. I liked it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Rucker
Dude.
Hauer was awesome in it. So what else? The climactic chainsaw duel took 5 12-hour days altogether to film.
What the fuck? For that?
I don't
They
know.
could have
why
made it
either.
a little bit more fucking epic than that.
Yeah.
Maybe they did.
Definitely.
And then when they took it to the editing room, the producers were like, yeah, you need to cut this shit down.
It could have been.
Fuck. Dude, that's a
The dueling
long...
chainsaws was also an idea which was conceived during late in production and was not in the original script.
I mean, I am always a sucker for a dueling chainsaw scene. AKA Mandy. Fucking love it, dude.
Texas Chainsaw 2?
Yeah. Dude, the one in Mandy, though, was more like, I loved that one. Was just fucking gnarly, man. Texas 2, though, was definitely... All I can think of, though, before even the fight was just him trying out the chainsaws. Just shaking them in the store. Be like,
And
I love
doesn't
that
say
scene.
a goddamn thing.
right. Just fucking gives him a
Nothing,
wad of money. Not how much is this? And maybe this is enough. Just here's a fucking wad of money. Shut your fucking mouth. I'm gonna go.
I'm pretty sure I picked that as my favorite scene back then too.
He's like,
It
I know
was,
more
dude,
than
because
you.
it was the best
I
scene.
love
It was
that.
ridiculous.
And like I
man.
said, I swear to God, that wasn't just scripted. They just told Dennis Hopper to walk in and buy chainsaws.
Right? They're like, he's like, I'm gonna get drunk as shit before I do it. They're like, we don't care. Go ahead.
We don't care. Just go. Just do
Fucking
you.
do what you gotta do. Just give this guy the money after you pick 2 chainsaws that you like. That's all you gotta do. Okay. I'm gonna get this little one and this big one.
And this one.
And this one. All right, what else we got, buddy?
Farmer Vincent, adorned with the pig's head and toting a chainsaw, was the cover photo and main story for Fangoria issue number 9. The poor sales of the issue, whether due to the photo or other reasons, led issue 9 to be one of the priciest and rarest Fangos of the 80s. This was a cover recalled issue due to the graphic nature of the cover featuring Motel Hell.
What?
Wow.
I don't know. There were
How
far
graphic
more
was
graphic.
the cover?
It wasn't. It was just him standing there with the.
But that looks cool. And that's
Yeah.
what the problem is. Like, that sold me so much on the movie going into it. I was like, oh man, this looks sweet as fuck. Like, so image-wise, why would that be? That's so weird.
I don't know either, because a couple years later they had a cover for Friday the 13th, the final chapter, and the cover was the whole scene with Jason taking the bone saw to the dude's throat. And
Oh,
blood
really?
everywhere. Yeah. That was like the
Huh.
very first issue of Fangoria I ever saw.
Really? That
So
seems-
maybe
I
a
don't know.
few years later they kind of eased it down a little bit, eased their restrictions on it. But yeah, it is like the rarest one, and it's
That's
super hard to
so
find.
weird. Out of any movie that's on the cover, Motel Hell is the rare. All right, fuck it, dude. It's got something.
Okay, and finally, just this little bit. Did you guys notice that Terry liked older men?
Yes.
Because she's played by Nina Axelrod, who's 25 years old at the time. Her biker boyfriend, Boris, according to the grave marker, was almost 60 years old. Then she gets engaged to farmer Vincent Smith, who was also almost 60.
She definitely liked saying the word daddy.
She had daddy issues.
She had big daddy issues.
Chad
Yep.
daddy
You know what?
issues.
Yeah.
Listen, daddy is all just a state of mind. I'm your daddy now.
So I have one more. I have one more, and it's not really a behind the scenes thing, but Farmer Vincent was actually based on the true story of a German cannibal named Karol Denke.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
And she made people into jerky?
Carl Denke. I'm sorry, not Carol. Carl.
Oh, dude, you made it sound okay. I'm not gonna lie, and this may be whatever, but dude, like, you tell me about women serial killers, and I am
Yes.
way more into that shit because women serial killers, I gotta give all the credit to them. They are
Vicious.
way more fucked up than dudes
Yes, they are.
ever will be and ever could be. Because them, like, it takes a while for them to, you know what I mean? Like, dude, there are some ladies out there that have done some fucked up shit. If you're into true crime shit, dude. Like,
So
holy
this dude, just to give you a little background, he began murdering homeless vagrants and poor travelers. His first known victim was Ida Laudner in 1903. 6 years later, in 1909, he killed 25-year-old Emma Sander, another slaughterhouse worker,
damn.
Edward Troutman, and was found guilty of her murder and sentenced to 12 years, but released after. Or another slaughterhouse worker named Edmund Troutman, he was found guilty of her murder and served 12 years. But after they found out that it was really this other dude that did it, they fucking released him.
Holy shit.
Yeah, his last known victim was Rokas Paulik. Denke also kept a ledger recording his murders. He is believed to have sold the flesh of his victims as meat to unsuspecting customers, advertised as pork.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay. What Brody's talking about in our comments, and I'll say this for anybody who doesn't know and who's listening for the first time, Brody is in Australia. They have a woman cannibal there that cut up her husband and tried to feed his cooked ass cheeks to the kid. Legit. This woman was so fucked up. She had multiple husbands. And I don't know if it was the husband that she actually killed, but like, the crazy part of her story is, so the night they got married, they fucked 4 times and he couldn't go a 5th round, and she threatened to kill him then on their wedding night.
What
and
the fuck?
Like they remained wearing, toxic relationships. But we all know, man, the crazy ones fuck like so maybe it was worth it.
Oh, I miss my girlfriend.
I'm
gonna go see you, honey. I'm gonna go see you.
But yeah, this woman was so nuts, man. Like, she ended up I think she might have drugged him, cooked him up, because she worked in a slaughterhouse as well, and she loved it. It was she said it was her favorite thing, and she actually like slept with her original like slaughtering knives, like her butcher knives and everything, above her bed. So like, that's a fucking red flag and a half right there. Catherine Knight. Yes. Thank you, Brody. And yeah, totally skinned up her husband, made a full stew, and made bowls for the children and herself, to which she ate some, and then went to sleep with the rest of her corpse of her husband when the detectives came to find her. And she was just like, yeah, I don't remember doing any of that.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, dude. Look her up, man. Her story is fucking bonkers. It's ridiculous, man.
That sounds like that needs to be made into a movie.
Yeah,
if it hasn't already, it definitely should be, man, because it would be some fucked up. Because like I said, like the woman herself, like her life was just, it was one of those like, she was almost nurtured to the point where she was going to be psychotic. You know what I mean? Like, just abuse when she was young and shit like that, all the way throughout life, abusive husbands and shit. And
she's a redhead, dude. FYI.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, that also adds. So yeah, crazy ginger.
She's still alive.
Yep. This wasn't long ago. I think this was in the 90s, dude. Like, I say this like it was long. No, this was not long by any means. Like, yeah, fucked up. For sure. We just went total. We just went total true crime podcast, dude.
This was fucking 2000.
Oh, 2000.
2000. No,
it was late 90s.
She was, well, she was convicted in 2000.
Yeah. So it happened. Okay, yeah. Fucked, dude. Straight up fucked.
She's the female Hannibal Lecter.
Before we go into a full different podcast here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're on to a new show here.
Yeah, right. True crime. There's so many of those, dude.
There is.
We don't need to cover that shit.
It's hard. It would be hard to stand out if we did a true crime one.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We do it naked.
There you go.
There we go.
Crime.
Naked crime.
All right. All right, gentlemen. What format was this bitch watched on?
Tubi.
To be or not to be. That's right.
I'll tell you what, I was very grateful for those commercial breaks too.
They were, and it was funny because like they placed it at some good spots.
Yes, like when one of the commercials for me, I don't know if it's the same for you guys, was when he had the chainsaw and he was about to cut the head off. Commercial. I was like, what the fuck?
I was like, that is classic when you were a kid watching TV and you're like, no! You're never gonna see it though, because it's gonna go back. It's like 5 minutes later in the movie. Fuck. Douche of the film.
Ida.
I gotta give it to the sister.
Ida is definitely the douche. Yes.
Yeah.
Because even though Vincent's killing and cutting up people, somehow he's charming as fuck.
He's charming as fuck. He's a nice guy. Like,
he's that old, because he's the old grandpa smoking a pipe. You know, just that old man farmer. He reminded me of my grandpa.
I don't believe
aesthetics.
I don't believe he had any intention of killing the girl until
No, he
I
wanted
had
to
to give
actually like make her part of the family. I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, and you could buy his fucking his assortments of meats that he had that box for. Was it like $2.95?
bro.
Shit, give me
First
that
of all,
sample pack, sir.
let's talk inflation on that sample pack right now. Because that bitch, I'm saying, is totally like $70 right now.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
60 or 70. Yep.
Because I'm like, because there's a mall that has a sampler pack that my sister bought for my old man, and that was $100, and it was a really big fucking sampler pack. It had jerky from like all around the world and shit.
You know,
But
I'm gonna change my answer. I'm gonna change my answer to douche of the film, and I'm gonna give
Okay.
it to the cop, the little brother, because had he not wanted to stick his pecker in her, everything would have been fine and dandy. It's his fault.
yeah, but isn't that how it always goes? Isn't the younger brother always trying to bang the older brother's girlfriend at some point?
And and here's my thing: she's in the tub naked, right? And she's not even covering up. She's just like, "Here's my titties," which I didn't mind. And
Yeah, I
then
mean, she
Vincent-
was like, she seemed to be, you know, for the most part, you're right, chill about it.
yeah, like
I mean, she definitely wanted Vincent's fucking ass for a hot second, and
Ooh.
you know, the fact that he was just like, no, we have to be married, and I was like, wow, man of principles.
Yeah,
think
that's
Great.
it.
you think Vincent was still a virgin?
I was wondering that.
Could be.
I was wondering that, dude.
I guarantee you, he would have chilled the fuck out after he got some fucking vagina.
I still think he would have been making jerky.
Maybe, but I think he would have chilled out a bit.
Yeah, but maybe he would have gave it to her so good she would have came around and started making jerky with him.
I think so.
Maybe you never.
You know what I mean? Like, he's already charming enough as it is, dude. The fact that she was ready to sleep with somebody older than her dad or as old as her dad was
Yeah, the girlfriend agrees with me. The cop, yeah.
the cop. That's fair. That's fair. All right. Favorite kill.
There's really
Wasn't
not.
really many kills. I
No,
mean,
there wasn't.
besides the main characters when they get killed off, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, and Vincent got killed, but that was a weak ass kill.
Right? Like, I love that they went over and turned the chainsaw off while it was in him. Like, it was just nonchalantly like, oh, hold on, guys. Let me. That should be much better now. It's not
I mean,
vibrating.
I guess the 3-headed tractor pull would have to be my favorite kill because it's really the only.
He
kill
did
we
not
got.
use preservatives, Heather. He literally said there was
No,
No, but he did at
Right
the
before he
end.
died.
That was
Right
his.
before
That
he
was his,
died.
those were his
That was
last words.
his dying words. Was, my life was a lie.
Yeah,
My life
you're
was a
right.
lie.
You're right. You're right.
I used preservatives.
You're right. I was just so ready for it to be done. So I was like, damn it. Good call. Favorite kill? I don't know, man. I guess I'm just gonna say with the neck breaks with the tractor pull.
Yeah, it was cool, but I'm gonna give it to Vincent just because he had a chainsaw sticking in his side.
Fair. I mean, I wanted that to be the coolest kill, but it was kind of weak sauce for what it was.
It was.
It was like in the hip or like in the side. Like it wasn't even that deep. Come on,
right?
pussy.
I mean, dude, if we're gonna go like TCM 22, man, that bitch gets one right up through the fucking sternum.
Yeah, and she's still able to
foot, and then she's like, "All right, let's fucking do this." Yeah, I got one more in me.
That was fucking insane.
Fucking A, dude. All right, so best scene of the movie. Ooh, I did like the chainsaw duel. I wish it was a little bit more, but
I'm gonna go perverted with it and wet t-shirt in the lake. It's my favorite
Bingo.
thing.
Bingo. I'll
there
go with
you
that
go.
one.
That is that's a good one.
No. The whole scene with the swinger couple.
Oh, dude.
That does it.
Chad, you won my vote, Chad. The swinger couple whole scene with them was perfect.
That was hilarious.
Weird.
Okay, that's where I get the black comedy from, was from that scene alone.
Yeah.
Okay, and the best part was, dude, is like, so when you got that whole like solo act of that girl with the whip, and she was just fucking breaking everything in the hotel room, I straight up looked at Jen and I was like, "That's you." That's you. She's like, "It would be me." I'm like, "I know it would be you because you would like." She would get like one or two cracks out of that. She'd be like, "Yeah," and she'd go on and start breaking shit, dude. Like fucking flipping around, everything full out.
That's hilarious.
Good call, Chad Daddy. I almost forgot about that. So yes, best scene is the kinky couple. And they definitely want to get down with Ida and Vincent, man. They were
Yeah, they
all
did.
for the full
They were
gang,
up for anything.
right? All the Who Wants a
They're-
Mustache ride.
Yeah, I was gonna say they reminded me of the German couple from fucking Super Troopers.
Ooh, me.
I want one. I want one.
Oh man. There's a dude at work that actually just shaved a mustache today. And I even asked, I was like, dude, sweet porn stash. And he's like, what? I was like, get any girls to ride that yet? And he's like, how come every time somebody just shaves a mustache, they have a mustache, but when I do it, it's a porn stash? I go, first and foremost, every mustache is a porn mustache, Steve. The dude's name is Steve, by the way. I thought it just... And he's like, God damn it. And I was like, hey, man. I'm like, I told him, because he's all salt and pepper, I told him to grow it out Sam Elliott style.
Fuck
So we'll see
yeah.
if he does, dude. He probably won't, but all right. Opening scene, hook you in. Yeah, actually kind of did.
Yeah.
It was him just like the weird sound.
Chilling.
Just the whole like pulling in on the vacancy and him going out, checking on the sister. The sister was watching that, or she was passed out watching the televangelist or whatever the fuck it was. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a cool little setup. You get to see the hotel. You're like, all right, what's going on here?
Agreed.
I liked it. I still didn't understand why we didn't hear a gunshot or see him shoot that fucking tire out. I will say that pisses me off, but I feel like that's a little bit past the intro. So, all right, gentlemen, most attractive character.
The main girl.
Yeah, she's pretty cute.
Yeah.
I could almost say also the kinky blonde because she was.
I was thinking that too. I was kind of leaning a little towards that.
Clearly, she's a little bit dom. I'm okay with that. I'm not coming out in a plastic skirt, though. I will say that.
Yeah, that was a little much.
That just seems so bad, man. Because you fart, you're just gonna see that moisture hit the back, dude. You know what I mean? Like it's not good, dude.
It might even flutter like a mud flap,
right? And especially if you got ashless chaps under that, man. Imagine the sweat going against that.
Oh
thing.
no,
bad. It'd be so bad. All right. Did the score set the mood?
Yeah, I think it kind of did. I mean,
I want to say yes, but it was not memorable.
It wasn't
it's not memorable at all.
No,
okay. But no,
it was decent enough.
It was fitting.
It wasn't like the last one.
God, I can't even. What was the last
Slaughter
one?
High.
Oh yeah, that was
recycled Friday the 13th.
It was okay when we got the Friday 13th shit, but then I was
that's
just also confused.
Shit, I don't.
Oh, dude. Well, just the intro to that movie was fucking like wonky as hell. We're not going to talk about that anymore. That was last week. All right. So, best song. Was there one?
That
there was
song when
old...
when they're in the van, what was it? Rasputin and the whatever the fuck they were. That fucking like rock song that was playing.
Oh,
that was pretty cool. I don't remember what but it was.
Fair enough. All right. So the van scene song. We'll go with that. I like it. All right. Favorite character, gentlemen.
Vincent,
dude.
Yeah.
I loved him. He was great. Like,
I would
you hate him?
I would totally be like, teach me your ways, Vincent. Like, I'm down
to
learn. Like,
I would actually be like, man.
Like, I wouldn't want to learn from
cannibalism, dude.
I wouldn't want to be part of the Sawyer family, but Vincent, hey, show me some ways, man.
But here's the problem: is like you're gonna hang out with Vincent, dude. Is like, now we did say Ida was kind of like I and her, but maybe Ida does. She swings both ways. You might have to deal with that, Scoops.
Look, man, if I got to let her give me a handy, I mean, that's what I just got to do, man. I got to do what it takes to survive. All right.
So can this all fit into...
If Ballbreaker wants to touch the junk, I'm gonna let her touch the junk.
Well, if she wants to touch the junk, I don't think
she's gonna touch the junk. Yeah, there's nothing I can do.
That woman would definitely be pulling the Amazon on you.
Death by Snoo Snoo,
right? She-Hulk. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Was it scary?
No. Not at all.
No.
Nope.
Not even as a kid was it scary.
It wasn't supposed. I don't know if it necessarily was intended to be scary, obviously, because it was.
It could have been
comedy. Could have been,
but it wasn't.
Toby Hooper's version, very easily. Vincent could have been a way different kind of farmer. All right, gentlemen, does it hold up today?
I don't know.
I want to say some of it does. I feel,
but the whole bit with him keeping her there while she recovers.
It definitely feels weird.
Yeah.
Especially because it's like but she did say her boyfriend was the only one she had. So there's nobody else in this woman's life. And the only guy she knew died. So I could understand. You know what I mean?
But
Like
he
she's
didn't
broken.
know that beforehand. It was just luck of the draw. You know what I mean?
Right. But he clearly was going to try his ways to like dupe her into staying because he's like, you clearly need a rest and all that other shit. So
No.
Hmm.
I don't know. Like you said, some parts do, some parts don't.
Like I think all the plant scenes and everything, like the actual farming scenes with the people and shit, I think that all does. That was all
Yeah.
cool as hell. Like all the weird like sacks just like moving around, especially when you get their first reveal. You're like, is this actually gonna be a person? You're like, oh fuck, it is, dude. Like
Yeah.
hell yeah. And the whole like feeding scenes and shit. Like I said, like I think those all kind of stand up.
Yeah.
But all right, gentlemen, acting, I would say pretty good.
It was okay.
For the most part.
The brother
Rory
did
Calhoun
seem
was the best.
Yes, Rory Calhoun was top notch. Sister wasn't terrible. I mean, all the extras were just literally like they were voiceless essentially anyways.
Yeah, because that fucking farm inspector, whatever the fuck he was like
Bob?
a shitty fucking actor. Like Bob
Yeah.
was just so bad.
Yeah, he was. Can't
I
argue
love that
with
he just got a full ass of mud though too, just for snooping. It's like, you know what? That's what you kind of get. Like I actually teamed up on Vincent's side for that one. Dude. I was like, I know he's killing people, man, but you shouldn't be snooping around, honestly, because you're like, fuck you. All right, gentlemen. Cinematography.
There's really nothing to brag about. The scene where they're
Seemed
like
kinda-
getting hypnotized was kind of cool.
That was interesting. That was cool.
But there
More
really
so than-
wasn't.
More so
Okay.
the mechanism of the
Yeah.
hypnotism. and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, because there really wasn't anything that stood out. There was really no like cool shots or anything like that.
Honey Boo Boo's daughter, Brody. She could fit right
Damn.
into this movie, dude. It could be little Ida Jr. Jesus. All right. Did we like the premise? You know what? I did.
I did.
yeah.
I wish we got the darker version of it,
Yeah.
I would love to
but
have
I
seen that
enjoyed the
too.
premise. Which brings us to recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot. Gentlemen, what is your choice?
Remake, and give me the dark remake, and just do it up and make it fucking. And I say that, but people will compare it to Texas Chainsaw Massacre simply because it has.
So what if you can still go
Cannibalistic
dark?
family.
What if you can still go dark comedy? You can always still go darker with the comedy.
I wouldn't
stuff.
want
Yeah.
a dark comedy though. I would want a straight up horror flick.
I do too. But I mean, like, I feel like it can have a little bit of comedic value just because of the characters, like the bad characters in themselves. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're not crazy like in Texas Chainsaw. You know what I mean? They're not like, like he's a smart dude.
I want this movie remade with Bill Moseley as Vincent.
Nah, man. Ray Wise, dude. Ray Wise. I want Ray Wise. But you know, I do kind of want the serious. Maybe you just take out the chainsaw fight so it's not so comparable to it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like that's supposed to be the climactic battle. So
Yeah, but do it with
this
do it
came
like
out
a-
in 80. When did I mean, because what other, I mean, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 was the other chainsaw fight. When did that one
Right.
come out?
86?
Okay.
Yeah.
This one did it first.
Ooh. True. That's true. Why didn't that dawn on me before? Huh. Maybe because Texas 2 did it better.
Did a
Brody
lot
says
better.
John Candy as the killer wears the pig mask to kill with various murder weapons. So Uncle Buck with a pig mask.
We would have to resurrect John Candy.
Yes, we would. It makes me sad.
I wish we could anyway.
John Goodman.
Ooh. I mean, I love John Goodman in fucking Cloverfield Lane.
Cloverfield. Yeah.
Like just his breathing alone in that movie, just like, oh my god, dude, it's like unnerving by the time you get to the end of it. He's great in that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go full remake on this, man.
Yeah.
For me,
I agree.
I think the concept is
I-
good enough to just
Yeah, and like you said, go with the darker remake. I just can't see it being another horror comedy and working. Oh,
I was
shit.
just saying the comedy aspect of like you would keep the comedy in between Vincent and like Ida. It would be fucked up comedy, but you know what I mean?
And
like,
the swingers, you keep the swingers in there too.
Right,
Yeah,
right, right.
keep
You
the
can do
swingers.
some
Give us the swingers. Yes.
right. So that's why I'm saying like you could still keep it. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be like Tucker and Dale style or something, but maybe Tucker and Dale style level of like kills and shit and gore. Like you could still get that.
All right.
So hell yeah, Dan. All right, gentlemen. Let's rate this biatch. Brody started us off with a 2.5. So Chad Daddy, where would you like to go?
I'll go 2.8.
2.8?
It wasn't as good as I was hoping it would be.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Scuba.
For the nostalgia factor alone, I'm gonna give it a 3.
Solid 3. All right. And I think myself, I'm also going to give it a 2.5 with the Brody.
Oh, and hold on. What did Bobby give it? He gave it.
Bobby did send us a score?
Yeah, 3.8.
Okay.
Oh,
wow.
3.8?
Bob.
Yeah.
Good job, Bobo.
God damn. Now I wish we really had Bob to fucking talk about this shit, dude.
I know.
Bob probably would have had maybe a little bit more positive swing.
He gave us
All
a
right.
30. He gave it a 38.
He gave it a 38 first.
38.
It's like, damn, he really loved that one.
All right. All right. So that would be a Gore and More score of 2.9.
That's fair.
2.92. Yeah, that's right. All righty. So that completes our episode for the most part of Motel Hell. But what are we covering next week, Chad Daddy?
Next week, we are going to the hospital for some visiting hours.
Ooh, I've never seen this movie.
Neither
I have not either.
Whose pick was it?
That's my pick. It was a blind buy from when Scream Factory was having a sale, a 2-pack with Bad Dreams. So I thought, you know what the hell, I'll give it a shot. I haven't watched it yet, so we'll see how good it is, or is not. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think Shatner's in it.
Visiting Hours. What? Let's see. What the hell year did this come out in? I'm trying to look this up right now. If this is the right one, 1982. Is that correct?
Sounds right.
Michael Ironside is in it.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Shatner is in it. Nice.
Yep. Shatner. Yep. Lee Grant. Okay. So yeah, 1982 Visiting Hours, and
yeah, just that poster alone sold me. I just love that.
Oh shit! Are we gonna be able to watch this? Oh no!
Oh
right.
Damn it!
Nothing's popping up on Google right now, so we'll have to do some searching. But for right now,
if we can't find it, we may have to.
Well, you know what, dude? If we don't, and I'm just gonna throw it out here, and we're gonna do it live because I know he's in the chat listening. I'm gonna say we throw in one of Brody's picks.
Okay, but I get to pick it. I get to pick it since I picked Visiting Hours.
Yeah, all right.
Damn it. All right, that's fine.
Maximum Overdrive.
That's fair.
Fuck yeah. Damn, that was not the one I wanted, but I'm still cool with that.
Which one would you want?
I was gonna go Jacob's Ladder.
Ooh.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one in a long time. That was a fucked up movie, dude.
We got to have Maximum Overdrive as a palate cleanser.
All right.
Jacob's Ladder's really good, but it's like a little more cerebral than what
that
we
shit's
do right
very
now.
Yeah, that's a deep one. That's a deep one. And I watched that when I was way too fucked up on a Thanksgiving evening. So that was really weird.
Okay, so I'll make that change now on the schedule. So unfortunately, we won't be making any Visiting Hours, but
like I said, it's not coming up on Google anywhere you could watch it per se. So
if we can find it later, we can pencil it in later in the year.
So tune in because maybe we will, maybe we won't.
Well, do we want to just do Maximum Overdrive?
Let's just do Maximum Overdrive.
All right. So next week is Maximum Overdrive, Mr. Brody Kane's pick.
I need to find my trucker hat.
/ Chad Daddy's pick.
Yeah.
I've
been wanting to do this for a while anyway, so I'm happy.
You have definitely talked some stuff on this over the years.
Stephen King coked the fuck out of his mind.
Yeah, buddy.
It is, dude. 100%. I haven't watched this shit in a few years.
Oh man,
it's gonna be a good ride.
The trailer alone is gonna have you guys rolling.
Oh yeah, dude, it's fantastic, man. Like, I remember watching it last time because I was like, man, this is I would like to do one of those trailer re-edits where it's just like the voiceover guy you know what I mean? Like, for an hour and a half, you watch cars circle a gas station and never really do anything.
Yeah, the honest trailers. Honest
Yeah,
trailers. they call it.
yeah.
This fucking movie freaked me out when I was a kid. I was scared of Coke machines for the longest time because of this fucking movie.
I was scared of
I can
Coke,
see
but that was
why.
because of Stephen King. Oh, fucking A. So yes, next week check out Maximum Overdrive, Mr. Brody Kane's pick. I'm sure he will have quite some delicious things to say about that his review.
I'm really happy. I'm I
Okay,
just love
so,
that.
yes. Now, and I just had to check just for shits and giggles. Well, yeah,
I was just
Maximum
looking it
Overdrive
up
you
too.
can find anywhere for rent on Amazon, Vudu, Apple, Google, all that good shit. So hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, gentlemen, it's time to get nerdy. Dude, we're gonna start mean green and fucking I want to be in between. We're talking about fucking She-Hulk, attorney,
Now that
single female lawyer, having
is-
lots of sex.
Death by snoo.
Bro,
oh, baby.
I never knew I wanted to be carried by a giant woman until that fucking trailer.
I just really hope they fix the CGI a bit because it's kind
Oh,
of
They
bro.
will. They've said that it's not finished yet.
Which, why would they release it unfinished is beyond me.
Yeah, especially I can't. They haven't even shown. Ms. Marvel hasn't even premiered yet, so why rush the trailer for this?
I have an idea. She-Hulk is a bigger known character, so I feel it's an easier sell. Just say it.
And
Like-
they're gonna, and Mark Ruffalo's in it, so they're able to connect it to the universe a lot easier than Ms. Marvel because we don't even know who we're getting in Ms. Marvel from the main MCU universe.
Now, here's my issue with the CGI in it too, is I feel like Bruce, when he was the Hulk, looked fine. He looked like normal Avengers style. Like, obviously they just like copied and paste, but like he looked good. Why did she look like 2003 fucking Hulk?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just
Yeah.
super. I don't know what it was, dude. But
I have like an issue with it too. Is like she's not muscular. She-Hulk should have
yeah,
a
but she
little-
was never super
not
like
super
jacked.
muscular,
Not
but
at first,
her
no.
clothes would rip too, and all we get is like her shoe ripping and
Yeah, that seemed very unfair.
yeah,
It
it's
seems like
unfair.
it seems like it's based more on like the '90s She-Hulk versus the '80s Savage She-Hulk. That
I want to
was
see green
initially around.
titties.
Yeah, but I like 90s
So does
She-Hulk
Captain
because
Kirk.
90s She-Hulk was dirty. She was
Yeah.
real dirty. That was when like everything was all super. This is what's wrong with us, dude. That's what it is. Like you look at 90s X-Men and everything was so fucking sexed up, dude, and shit.
Dude, look
Yeah.
at '90s anything compared.
Bro,
to
I
look at
know, dude.
Bro, Rogue on the X-Men cartoon.
Bro.
Oh my god, I wanted to be that skin tight
Wait.
suit on her
You
ass.
talking the original '90s X-Men cartoon or X-Men Evolution Goth Rogue?
No,
Also
90s
awesome.
cartoon.
Also
Rogue.
hot.
Goth Rogue was hot too, but
Listen.
90s Rogue.
90s Rogue, yes, but Evolution was Southern Goth, which was even a weirder fucking
Yeah.
more of like hot, like that was like no. No. I know it's good, but yeah, man, 90s X-Men comics, dude. I remember like there was that. Remember that #1 issue when they reissued X-Men, dude, and they had the full like spread out
Yep.
ones,
Yep.
and there was that fucking pool party scene, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, you're telling me your fucking young ass wasn't like just
Yeah. Oh, Psylocke. Mwah.
Psylocke coming out of the water and Cyclops staring at her.
Mm-hmm.
right? And then Wolverine with his big old fucking hamburger meat right there in the middle. Fucking throw that shit. Dude, I remember that like the light as man. But honestly, I am still excited for She-Hulk. I think it's gonna be fun. It should be an entertaining series.
Or as I like to call it, Law and Order MCU.
Basically,
single female
works.
lawyer having lots of sex, dude. It's just like from Futurama.
the nice thing is that could also possibly be the lead into the season 4 of Daredevil that they announced too.
Yes.
Yes.
Which
I hope.
I'm wondering if they're going to like stay on the style of how Netflix was, or they're gonna fully like we're just bringing him over, but we're restylizing it too.
If they restylize it, it's not a big deal. I mean, Daredevil was. I don't know why people think things like Daredevil, Deadpool, it has to be like rated R. It doesn't have to be.
No, but I love the Netflix adaptation of Daredevil.
Deadpool maybe, but
needs
Deadpool maybe.
to be rated R.
Maybe. because not all of his comics were like these big blood.
Yeah,
but
the Deadpool 2 PG-13 version was fine.
I still gotta watch that.
You got Fred Savage in it, dude.
I know, I gotta watch that. But no, I don't think Daredevil needs to be like dark and gritty, hyper violent. It's
no, because he easily fits in the Spider-Man universe and stuff like that too. Like Punisher needs to be R.
Yes,
Punisher needs to be R.
But the thing is, my issue with that though is, if you're bringing these characters over, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna play it off as what we already saw on the Netflix series was just cast it to the multiverse, okay?
But I mean, we already got Vincent D'Onofrio in there.
Yeah,
so you already, you know what I mean? Like,
but I just feel like they had such a great start with the Netflix show already. Just continue, because granted that okay, Spider-Man doesn't have to be all gritty and shit like that. Daredevil doesn't need to be gritty, but it made the character that much better because it was gritty in the Netflix show,
And Punisher, I didn't think it was as gritty as it could have been. Like, I thought there was
it could have been a lot more grittier. But I mean, and like Punisher, if you're gonna bring him into this world, it's gotta be gritty. Like it's gotta be like a complete 180 as to what we've already gotten with what's happening in the MCU.
Team up, dude.
Well, yeah, you can't do PG-13 Punisher. It's impossible.
No, I want Punisher Blade team up. Speaking of, while we're still on Marvel, I did see this thing today, and maybe you guys did too, but it's a theory. Now, I haven't personally watched Moon Knight yet, but there's a goddess that comes in who supposedly they bring in, and she feasts off of blood. There's a fan theory thinks that maybe this is how vampires are going to get introduced into MCU and blah, 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 which is fine and dandy, but we already got Blade's voice in Eternals, which tells
vampires
me
exist.
Exactly. Yes. Which tells me they're already there.
But in Loki, they talk about vampires when they're in the TVA.
They do. You're right.
So, like I said, there's gonna have to with Doc. There's gonna have to be some kind of fucking incursion that just brings everybody into 616.
That's what I would think.
Like it has to be, because they've already set the precedent. I don't know, Chad. Have you seen it yet?
No.
Okay. Fuck.
You can talk about it because at this point.
So they say that when you leave a footprint,
here.
Yeah, spoiler. Sorry if you haven't seen the movie yet. I'm sorry, but this really isn't giving away a lot. But
no.
When you travel to a different part of the multiverse, you leave a footprint, and that footprint causes an incursion, and can basically destroy both of those multiverses. Well, fucking Strange went to all these different fucking universes and left a fucking footprint, regardless of how small it was. So there should be this huge fucking incursion on the way.
Secret War.
Exactly. And that is what I'm hoping for. Dude, if they, and it's not going to be phase 4. I know it's not going to be phase 4.
Dude, the
phase 4 is going to be Kang. That's going to be the main bad guy.
But here's the thing. Think about when at this point in the other phases, bigger things were already in play. More things were already tied together.
Oh, yeah.
Right now in phase 4, there's really nothing that's tying together.
So a good buddy of the show, Alex Probst, I saw that he's said a few different things, and he feels like right now, and I would personally disagree, but he thinks like Marvel ended at Endgame, and he's like right now that's just kind of the prologue shit. And I was like, maybe. I was like, I personally don't feel like that. I feel like they gotta pull it back, and now they're doing another like long but slow build.
I think so. And it's going to be building towards Secret War,
which is fine, because I mean, dude, you already got the Krulls there. It makes total, you know what I mean? Like, wait, or is that Secret Invasion?
That's Secret Invasion.
No, that's Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion. Sorry,
Secret Wars is where
they filmed this whole. They created this whole. Doom created this whole thing called Battle World, and it was all these different sections were all different realities. Like you had one that was called Spider Island, where Spider-Man was normal and everybody else was spiders, and there was
right.
Future Imperfect, where Hulk was the maestro. There was all these different ones.
See, I was thinking Secret Invasion, which I'm also kind of hoping they go to as well.
Well, they have the show. They're doing the show.
They're doing a show.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
But it's
Oh,
gonna be
I did
it's
not
gonna be
know
really different, and for some reason they announced it's gonna take place during the 5 years after the blip.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
So it's
So
gonna
they're already
explain.
fucking that up.
Yeah, it's gonna explain whether or not the Nick Fury that we saw fucking get blipped away was actually Nick Fury, or if it was a Skrull. Which I'm thinking
I think it was Nick, and the
You think it was
scroll
Nick?
and the scroll was brought in to replace him, so nobody knew Nick would knew he was gone.
Right, and that's why when he came back, and because everybody thought he was gone, that's why he just was up on the base the rest of the time.
Right.
Because that was what? Homecoming? You find
Far
that
From
out
Home.
in? Far
Far
From
From
Home.
Home.
Thank you. Yeah. Sorry. I knew it was one of the Spider-Man. But I mean, that's all I got for Marvel stuff. I don't know if you guys got anything else, some nerdy
Stranger
shit.
Things dropped another trailer, their final trailer, right before the show premieres this Friday.
Okay, so you said Stranger Things. Question for you. Stranger Things is going to drop on the same date. So Netflix is dropping their big boy on the same date that Disney Plus is dropping Obi-Wan. Is this a smart decision?
Oh my God. Well, yeah, I think so, because you can watch both shows. It's not going to matter. People
You
are
can
gonna watch
You
both.
can. No.
know?
I'm not going to say you can't. I'm just going to say who, you know what I mean? Like,
But
Remember what Netflix does though is they will
the
drop the whole
whole
well, it's
thing.
the first part of the
No.
whole season.
they only, because remember, there's 2 parts to this season.
Yeah.
And the last 2 episodes don't get dropped for like another 4 to 6 months or something.
Yeah, I think it's October is what they were saying.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And
I
they're
forgot
supposed to be-
Obi-Wan was dropping. Son of a
And
bitch.
Obi-Wan drops that same day. So
Oh my God.
I'm
gonna
Steve's
call
going to be
into
like,
work.
I'm going to have a busy ass day, dude.
I'm excited for that.
I'm calling into work on Friday. Fuck it.
Yeah, there you go, Steve.
Dude, the very first opening shot of Obi-Wan needs to be him walking through the desert, just walking
Hello
towards the
there.
camera, and he stops, drops his hood. Hello there.
Hello there.
If it
yeah, I
doesn't
don't-
open like that, that's an epic fail.
Unfortunately for Stranger Things, I got rid of Netflix, but I'm sure I can watch it somewhere else. But I gotta watch season 3 because I never even finished season 3.
I never even started season 2.
I liked all season 2. I liked all but 1 episode. There was 1 episode where she was kind of doing her own X-Men weird thing with this other gang, and I was like,
Right.
nah, that was dumb.
It was her.
And she goes,
her sister or some shit like that she met up with. And
Yeah,
was
it
her
was-
little gang or something.
Yeah, it was something weird.
Yeah.
I can't fucking remember.
Yeah, the wife won't let me get rid of Netflix yet because some show she watches is coming back in August.
Yeah, we dropped that shit as soon as they upped their new price thing. We're like, you know what? Fuck you guys. We don't need you, man. I got paid enough streaming shit as it is, dude.
I get
So-
mine through T-Mobile, so
Yeah?
yeah.
There you go. Honestly, man, for most horror movies and shit, at least for us, dude, I feel like Tubi's the way to fucking go. We've
Oh,
both
fuck
put
yeah.
shit on there, bro. It's free.
Yeah,
It's
fuck
good
yeah.
stuff on Prime too.
Yep.
Fucking A, dude. Fucking A. Anything else nerdy, gentlemen, before we wrap this bitch up? We're almost at an hour 40. So
Nothing I can think of.
I can't think of anything.
alrighty. So I think we are ready to wrap this up. Remember, next week, catch us talking about Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah. Coked out
Brody.
Stephen King.
Yeah, Brody/Chad pick. Thank you, Brody, for giving us that, and Chad, thank you for picking that. It's it'll be a fun,
That's
it'll be
my
a fun
pleasure.
palate cleanse.
Oh yeah.
Brody gave us a nice little list. Some of it we already covered, but some of them we didn't, and the ones that we didn't, we're all very interested to watch. So
Yeah, they're all good picks.
they're
too.
all going to be filling in our spots here and there. So we'll let you know as they come up. I think we're ready to sign this bitch out. Chad, if you want to start us off.
This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, saying, "I'll see you next week, bitches."
This is your host with the ghost, the Prince of the Paranormal, the Duke of the Dead, Lord Scuba Cabra, saying, I will see you this Friday on Somewhat Supernatural with special guest TJ Bowser.
Ooh, what are we talking about, bud?
UFOs, baby. Part 2.
Nice.
There's gonna be
Nice.
lots of anal probing.
Yeah. And I am the not so mean fluff master supreme, Big Johnny D, saying adios, Gorehounds. And remember, stay